In today's Etsy shop owner life hacks, I want to introduce you guys to a website that used to be called Hive, which has now been renamed Get Vela, which is a bulk editing tool. So you can see we're at getvela.com. I prefer to use this site over Etsy's bulk editor for several reasons. For one, you can make the changes at the top level and it'll make it to any listing that you have selected, versus in Etsy, you still have to touch each item. And even when you're in the quick edit mode, you still have to touch every item. So Vela altogether works a little bit more intuitively. It allows you to filter your listings in a bunch of different ways, and you can stack multiple filters on top of each other, which is really handy. Today, I'm just going to show you how to use Vela and make bulk shop edits, which should make managing your shop more efficient and easier for you. So when you first log in, you'll need to link your shop. So you can see I've got my shop, the pig and the peacock, linked here. It'll ask you to link. It just asks for your shop name, and it will start to import all of your items. So it imports all of your active, inactive, expired, and draft listings. So depending on how many listings you have, this could take a couple minutes for it to import everything. We have somewhere around 300 items or so that it imported. It looks like maybe a little over 400, so it took a few minutes. And then once all of your items are imported, you can see them over here in this big box. And then you'll see your menu populate over here with your categories, your sections, tags, materials, occasions, and styles. And I believe it even has recipient. We just don't have any of our listings with the recipient because, quite frankly, we make soap, and I think everybody probably needs soap. So we've just left that one blank in our shop. So you can filter by any of these categories by checking the boxes. So you can see we only make body products and candles, so I only have 2 categories there. These are my shop sections, so I'll show all so you can see all the different sections that we have in our shop. Tags, I'm not going to open because it will literally open up all of our tags, and we've got like a bazillion of them, so we'll just leave that. But maybe I wanted to select something with a specific tag because I want to change all of that tag to be something else. So for instance, we are members of an Etsy team called Etsy Dallas, and we change our tag every year, so it's always the new year with the new current members. So maybe I want to select that one tag and change it to this New Year's tag. This is a really super easy way to do it. Same thing with materials. Maybe I've changed an ingredient or material in my products that I need to switch out, and so on and so forth. So what you'll do is, as you filter down, let's see, I'm going to select lip balms here. So you can see this is just all my lip balms now, and it gives me some info about my listings. And then over here, there's really faint, but there's little check boxes that I can check. And once I start checking them off, you'll see that this Edit Listings button lights up that I can select. If you want to do all of a specific thing that you filter down to, you can just click the All here, and it selects everything. So once you filter down to the listings that you want to edit, you just click Edit, and then it'll take you in here. So you can see over here, these are all the things that we can edit: the title, description, the category, photos, price, quantity, tags, materials, your shop sections, your recipient, occasion, and style. So I'll just walk you guys through each one of these so you can see what it does. I still have all of my listings selected here because I want to make whatever edits I make to all of my lip balms. So for title, I have the options to add, before, after, find and replace, or delete. So let's say I decide I want to put these items on sale. I can just type into this box, sale, and you can see in green, it's added the word sale before, because that's what I have selected here, all of my titles. And so this is a really great way to say, okay, I'm going to do that, and then at the end of the weekend, I'm going to take them off sale. I would just come back in here and I would delete the word sale. So that's a really handy way to do that. I can also, if I were to delete something, let's say I wanted to delete the word balm. Nope, that doesn't say balm, huh? You can see it puts a red strike through. on each word that's going to delete. So basically a red strike through is it's being removed, and something in green means we're adding it. I could also do a find and replace, like let's say I wanted to just change balm to gloss. You can see it's changed it on all of my listings here. So the next is description. I have the same options: add before, add after, find and replace, or delete. So this can be anything that's in my description. And for you guys who have really long descriptions, you can actually just click on the description and it'll pop it open. So in this case, I'm only missing one sentence here that was at the bottom of my ingredients. So I can look here and I can say, oh, this is the sentence that I want to change, and I can do a find and replace here and just paste that in, and you can see that it's highlighted it in every single listing for me to be able to change. So maybe I want to change this to say, instead of 0.15, I want it to say 0.20. So now you can see it's changed it everywhere. I could have actually just changed the 0.15 and not had picked up the whole sentence, but oh well. And you can see it says one instance found on all of these, and it's changing them. So that is find and replace. Maybe since I put my items on, if you were putting them on sale, you could add before some special, like what is the sale, a little bit more description so people know what the deal is. Under category, these are all of Etsy's shop categories. So for all my items selected, I can go and choose new categories, and it will change all of them. It will walk me through each layer that you're allowed to select in a category. So for all of these, I already have them selected, but you can make it at the top level, push them all down. Photos, you can add the same photos to any listing you have selected. So say I take some lifestyle photographs and I just want to add them as extra pictures, because you can see as several of my listings, I have one, this one has 2 photos available. So maybe I just want to add just some random lifestyle photos to all my listings. This is where I can do that here and go the same photo to every listing that has space available. So for instance, this guy has all 5 pictures being used. No new picture will be added to it, but all of these other listings, they'll get. I can also replace a picture, and I can delete a picture, doing the same thing. Price, we have a couple different options. I can increase it by an amount, decrease it by amount, or change to, and I can do that by dollars or percent. So maybe I want to take everything, I'm just going to change it to $4. Maybe I want to change it to $4.50. I could do that, change the cents there. I can say, hey, this weekend only, we're going to be 15% off. And it will automatically do the math, and that is the price that I will upload to my listings for the weekend. So really handy way to just put your shop on sale or select items on sale. So I'm going to take that out because I'm not making these changes right now. Quantity, you can see I've sold some of my quantities down, so they're all a little different. So I can change to increase by or decrease by. So let's say I made a new batch of all of my lip balms, and I'm going to add a dozen to whatever I already have listed, because I'm using live quantities, which we're not. But so let's change this to 5 of everything, because I know for sure that I have 5 of all my lip balms, and I can click apply. So any changes that you make after you've made them, you'll always want to click apply. And then once you've clicked apply, you'll see that sync updates activates over here. So this will push the changes over to your shop. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and click sync updates, because I do want to make the change to take all my lip balms back to 5. If you're not ready to sync the updates, you don't have to. You just want to apply them, and then maybe you're making several other changes. You'll just sync the one time once you're done. So just moving along to all the other editing options, tags is the next one. So this works kind of the same way as photos, where if I have any space remaining to add tags, I can add more tags. So this one has 2 remaining. Most of these look like 0. So there's only 1 listing where I can add tags. If I wanted to add something like Etsy on sale, it would add it, it'll add it right there in green. If I wanted to remove a tag, I would just go to delete and type in, let's do something with, and then you can see in red all the instances will highlight in red. So if I hit apply, they'll delete them all off. Materials, so it works the same way as tags. It shows you how many you have remaining, and so if you want to add ingredients or materials, it'll keep adding them as long as there's room. You can delete them the same way. Your shop section, you just bulk edit the same way categories work. Just whatever, you already have to have them set up. So if there's a new section that you want to add things to, you'll need to go into Etsy, add your category, and then you should be able to update it back in Vela again. You can do recipient, occasion, and style, all the same way that you would do your categories in your shop sections. So once you're done, you'd click sync, which we've already done. So then I'm just going to close out. And so at this point in time, I should be able to go into my Etsy shop, or wait, it usually takes a couple minutes, and I should be able to see the changes that I've made in Vela on Etsy. So hopefully this is a way that you guys can manage your shop a little bit more efficiently and save time. I know that there's always things that we're trying to change with our tags and tweak, and this is a great way to get those things done and get you some time back in your day to be creative and make things, and less time managing those listings in your shop. So I hope you guys enjoyed the demo, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Thanks.